Hello everyone, I'm Adam Meister, and I wanted to give everyone an update on the situation with my proposed online newspaper, Baltimore Hourly. Many of you know that I've been talking about this newspaper, proposed online newspaper, for over a year now, and life just keeps on getting in the way. But finally I've taken some time and I just wanted to videotape a few thoughts and share them with whoever might be interested in them. The project is coming along in my head and on paper. As I said, life gets in the way sometimes, but I'm ready to move on it, and I am funding this project myself, so I'm putting a lot on the line, and I have gathered the necessary funds that will make this project live in a few months, let's hope. One of the cool things about this is that BaltimoreHourly.com will be an extension of my philosophy that I already preach on my blogs, and that is getting straight to the point and talking about local issues that most everyone else ignores or glances over. There's so many different stories in Baltimore. Right here, where I'm sitting in Reservoir Hill, I mean, you can come up with a million different stories. And I think people in the media try to steer away from controversy in Baltimore. Society has become so, I guess, tired and accepting. People want to hear about celebrities, or the media wants to talk about celebrities. And we've lost track of a lot of local issues, and lost understanding of a lot of, I guess, national issues. Right now, we are going through an incredibly tough economic period. People are just satisfied with, talking about LeBron James, that makes you happy. You play some video games, that makes you happy. You watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette on TV. I don't even watch TV anymore. I mean, everyone has their weaknesses. I do watch the news, and I'll watch the Ravens when they're on, and of course I watch the Orioles. Speaking of the Orioles, they're not doing too well, and I think it's a reflection of society, the way people react to the Orioles, in fact. People now, they love to give up on the home team. Just give up, they're horrible, let's forget about them. Let's like a good team. And I think that's kind of what's happened in Baltimore, you know. It starts to go down the drain in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. People walk away. Let's give up. Let's give up. But there are a hardcore few that love the Baltimore Orioles, that love the city of Baltimore. I'm definitely one of them, and I'm going to give you my perspective on how I view the city of Baltimore, how I view the events that are going on right now. I think in today's society in Baltimore, people are used to going along with the crowd, whatever is cool. Let's talk about whatever the main story is, and kind of ignore, why am I even thinking this way? Look, here's a cat. People think Democrats are Democrats, Republicans are Republicans. These are defined terms that people just blindly follow. People don't understand that politics goes way beyond left and right, and a Democrat can have beliefs that are economically conservative, and police unions do not have to be funded year after year after year. I'm waiting for the day that a candidate stands up and brags about the fact that they are not endorsed by the unions. We don't live in a world where that is normal, but for me, that shock, that could start the ball rolling right there. To me, that's not very shocking. To me, I think people should be standing up against the unions, at least the public unions, which are, I guess, fleecing the taxpayer of valuable funds. I wrote down a couple other ideas here. Let me look at them very quick. Yes. Oh my God. right now, I can hear the helicopter outside of my bedroom. That's why I'm laughing. I just heard the police helicopter announce something. It's amazing that we live in this futuristic world where police can fly helicopters over my house, yet the smallest of drug dealer, or the most medium-sized of drug dealer, can get away with murder almost. The amount of anarchy that one sees on the streets can be so depressing and can definitely get a person down. And I think things like this, your local drug dealer, the effect of the local drug dealer on the block, on a specific block, that is something that needs to be covered. I mean, I'm not worried about telling the truth. I mean, on my blog lately, I've been writing about some guys in Pigtown who've been working real hard to deal with the drugs and trash issues. And someone's just been completely punched in the face by a group of young people. And this story, I mean, maybe it'll get some traction next week. We just broke the story on Friday. Anyway, I believe that people out there want to see something interesting on their computer. And not just read, but see. And Baltimore Hourly will definitely give you some video. It's going to give you some talk. It's going to pay its bloggers or writers or whatever you want to call them better than the other blogging institutions out there right now. I mean, it's a sad state of affairs how much writers get paid now. The ones for the Baltimore Sun are obviously paid a yearly salary, which is they can definitely live on. But in the land of blogging, it's not a full-time job. I mean, which is understandable because a blogger did not, spend 8 years in school learning to be a professional writer. And I do believe professional journalists. They should be paid a professional salary by a professional paper. Although, unfortunately, at the going rate, papers are only going to be able to afford to pay 3, 4, 5, 6 reporters. We're about to enter an incredible deflationary period. And I encourage everyone to do not spend frivolously. There is that loudspeaker again. They're making an announcement on a helicopter over my house. Unbelievable. But no, try to live in an area like this where you'll get helicopters riding over your house, flying over your house. You don't have to live in the most trendy of areas. And I think that's one of my points here is that break away from the trend, break away from the machine, learn to do things differently, learn to understand things differently. Don't go with the flow. I think right now we're being told that there's a war in Afghanistan. It's the good war. And I've got to tell you, seeing these scenes on TV, it's incredible. We live in the most technologically advanced society in the history of mankind, and we're able to save people's lives when their bombs explode on their bodies, near their bodies, and these men and women that come back are suffering so horribly. I mean, they're in wheelchairs, pieces of their brains are missing. This is not worth it. This is one of the things that I don't believe in conspiracies. I just believe in media complacency, and this is something that the media has convinced us of, that that's the good war. That this is a horrible situation. So things like this, that's a national topic I'd love to talk more about. I think my time is running out. See you soon.